Da, 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 da.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
Yo, it's Remember the Show. Slick with the flows, where the sparring can go. Who's gonna be on, man, you never will know. Guess you better tune in, cause we live from Chicago. Belal Muhammad, that's the king of the tweets. Jason Anik looks like John, step his hands to his feet. Every Thursday, we gon' give you a treat. It's Remember the Show, hit play and repeat. And retweet, and retweet, and retweet, and retweet. It's Remember the Show, hit play and repeat.
Remember the Show back in your lives. Thursday, December 21st, 2023, episode 121. Remember the Show. Those of you join us live, we appreciate that you remembered the show today. That's Belal. Remember the name Muhammad, UFC's #1 welterweight contender. Going to be fighting for a belt soon. I was going to just not let myself go there. I'm not going to let myself go there. We appreciate you all joining us. Bully B back in Chicago. I'm not going there yet. What's up, guy? You look good. Look a little chubbier than last time I saw you.
What's up, brother? Yeah, we're doing some like depressing eating, but I was like, nah. I woke up in the morning today and I sent it to Ian, my Chef Larry. I sent him. I ran 5 miles in the morning. I was like, bro, I'm back on it. I'm back on it. Cause he's like, take a week off. You still, even though you didn't fight, you still cut weight. We still basically had a full camp. But I'm like, bro, I can't just sit. I have to like work. I was been in the gym since Monday, and like that's my mentally stress-free zone is whenever I'm in there training.
Oh, I love it. And, you know, even casuals or people that aren't fighters in the MMA game, like you can be sure the #1 thing to heal any mental health issue, go exercise a little bit. Going to help you across the board. Let's get right into topics because, frankly, you know, we'll talk about you. Yeah, appreciate y'all. And we'll get to the game show. If the game show cuts off talking about you, we'll get back there. But I'm going to let this build up a little bit before I let the pot boil over. So UFC 296, right? It had to just be a crazy week for you. Weighing in, championship weight, easily 169.5. And for those of you who don't know, this guy's like drinking water before he gets on the scale, wearing his heavy sunglasses. So we'll get to the fight card, but really an interesting, you know, when I saw you, it was like, you know, Friday, whatever. It was like you were fighting. You know what I mean? So tell us a little bit about the week, man. Had to be a really interesting week.
Yeah, it was hard because I was like, I didn't know what mentality to have. And I thought it would be weird. And it definitely was weird because it's easy when I'm doing the training camp and I'm like, all right, well, we're a couple weeks out. I know I just need to work hard right now. But when it gets to fight week, that's when you have to mentally get locked in. You have to flip a switch and know that I'm going to war on Saturday. And this week it was like, it wasn't there yet. And there was a lot of hope because, like I said, we had I had 3 or 4 coaches all got sick with the flu. And Mike Valley literally had to leave on Wednesday. We got there Tuesday. He had to leave on Wednesday because he was that bad. And he's like, I don't want to get you sick. And then my other training partner, Charlie Radke, left with him because he got super sick. And it was like, dang, he's got to drop like flies. But then the fighters that were fighting started dropping with Ian Gary getting sick and then Randy Brown. And I'm like, bro, let me get somebody in the main event to get sick for the shot, right? It was like, tell me there was still a chance all the way up until fight day. And then probably on fight day when it was like noon, that's when I realized like, all right, I don't think I'm fighting today. Let's go get some cake or something.
Well, and it's interesting because like when I saw you Friday and I guess Saturday, I saw you later in the day. So the switch had flipped. But like when I saw you Friday, it is a weird dynamic because part of me wants to be like, bro, like you're not fighting. It's just an odd dynamic. It's really hard to describe. It's like you really were you had to be, and you were in that mode as if you were making the walk, you know?
Yeah, I had to be in the zone the whole time. And I was like, I didn't know how I would react if I saw one of them guys at that weigh-in. It's like lucky for them that none of them showed up early. Like I was the first welterweight to weigh in, but I was already locked in. And once I get into that mode, you can't get out of that mode until, you know, that hunger gets satisfied, and that hunger ain't going to get satisfied unless I fight. So now I still have that stuck inside of me right now. So that's why I was ready back at the gym. And I was like, yo, I got to get some training in right now. I got to do something because, you know, after a fight, you earn like you earn your bad week of eating, you earn your days off. It was like I didn't have a fight, so it's like I didn't feel like I earned anything.
I hear you. Well, I thought you did. Well, let's move on to Belal. Remember the name Muhammad, topic number 2, which is where I want to get to. So, I don't really have that much to say that hasn't already been said. Dana White, I believe, is going to honor his word. Everyone knows what his word was, that Belal's next, or that's a title eliminator versus Gilbert Burns. I don't really care about the noise. I'd like there to be a date. I'd like to go off right now. But wouldn't you sort of agree that there's not too much to be said that hasn't already been said? It's so obvious in a country that's so politically divided. Like, find me someone who really has a problem with you getting the next title shot.
Exactly. Honestly, it was kind of like, for a guy to get so much hate, it feels good this week that I'm getting so many people come to my defense and say, bro, there shouldn't be nothing else. There shouldn't be any other questions. There shouldn't be no debate. I shouldn't have to beg for anything since now. And I don't think in reality, I have to. Like Dana, last time we had a conversation, he said, you're next. And he hasn't said anything since then that I'm not next. So I think we're just overthinking the process. I think for him, it was more so he was more disappointed in how that main event was. It was a terrible main event for the last fight of the year. And I was like, all right, well, we'll see what happens next year. But I don't see him, going past his word, giving it to somebody else. There is nobody else that deserves it more than me. And I think it's going to be me against Leon. Yeah,
you don't think my boy would have created a little more chaos in the octagon than Colby Covington? I'm just, you see the evolution of so many different fighters, and your fight with Leon was a long time ago. Go back and watch round 1. I encourage everybody, go back and watch round 1. Operative word is sprint. If you know, go back and watch in between rounds. I mean, let's just talk about the main event a little bit, though. So, I mean, I know we did some extra rounds. Shout out TJ DeSantis, all the great folks at UFC Fight Pass. But main event, blah, man. I might have been a little more impressed with Leon's performance than others because I don't prioritize the finish. I prioritize winning the fight. He was dominant. Colby wasn't there to win a belt that night. Didn't appear.
Yeah, honestly, I rewatched it a couple of times, and I'm looking at it, and for a guy like Leon who literally came out the other day, he's like, "Oh, Belal is boring." I'm like, bro, you threw less than 100 strikes in a 5-round fight, and you went against a guy that there was nothing to fear coming back at you. Like you saw all of his best. His strikes were slow, his takedowns were awful, and even when he took you down, you popped right back up. So there was really nothing to fear. Colby doesn't have one-punch knockout power. So when I started getting into the 4th and 5th round, when you got a feel for him and got a feel for his distance and timing, it's like obviously your level's above him in the striking. So I feel like he should have stepped on the gas a little bit more, and especially just based off of what Colby said, like. You should have wanted to make him bleed and, feel pain. And he felt a couple of low kicks. But,
yeah.
No, you're good.
No, and for me, right, it's like when we start talking about this fight, I can't help but be like, all right, whatever, let's move on. And I will say about Leon, it's not as if, even if you weren't the next guy up, it's not as if this is uncharted territory for Leon Edwards not to immediately sort of put something on the books. You know what I'm saying? This guy loves taking time off.
Yeah, and that's his motto, right? He fights once a year, 2 at best. And that's been his whole UFC career. So that was the thing I was afraid of with one of these guys becoming champion. Like, Usman at least would fight 3 times and the division would keep moving. And he would at least do interviews and he would bring attention to the division. Like Leon hates media, doesn't tweet, doesn't go on Instagram, like doesn't do anything for self-promotion at all. And then we'll cry about, I need a big name fight. Like, do yourself a favor and how about you promote yourself? How about you start pushing up so people would want to watch you? Like, do you not understand that if you promote, you get more pay-per-view buys, and more pay-per-view buys gives you more money? Like, he just doesn't make any sense with himself. But when you hear him and his coaches and his team talking, like, they're not the smartest group, right? His coach is calling for Gilbert Burns, and I just dominated Gilbert Burns. So, like, whenever they talk, like, you get stupider. Like, when what was that Billy Madison movie where it's like, bro, you just talk for 10 minutes and this whole crowd literally just got dumber. And it was like whenever anybody on the team talks, people get dumber because like their excuses and their she's not gonna skip the line. Like there is no line. I'm the top of the line. There's like nothing there. And Gilbert Burns makes more sense. Why does Gilbert Burns make more sense? I just beat Gilbert Burns. Like they're
and he's fighting Jack Della Maddalena in Miami in March. Yeah. Like, what do So from your standpoint, right? It's going to be hard for me to see it. Oh, there he is. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Danny Castillo joining the program. Dude, nice weekend for you in Las Vegas. How are you, man? Welcome to the show.
I'm doing well. Thanks for having me on.
We were in the sauna and he was asking me about the game show. Like, what's the game show? And I was like, man, I just reeled him in. Now I got to get him to come on the game show.
Oh, you'll be good. You'll be good.
I don't know, man. Fought for a long time.
You look a lot younger than I am, but correct me if I'm wrong. Like, this is one of the first times I've had a fellow gentleman in his 40s on the Are you 44?
44, sir.
See, I'm 45. Look at this guy, man. Look at this guy. Born in 1979. I'm only like a year older than this cat. Man, you're doing something right.
Yeah, I don't know. I felt younger before, that's for sure.
So you were in the corner of Josh Emmett this weekend, were you not?
Yes.
So before your boy Touchy Fili comes on, I mean, man, I guess from your standpoint, I'm glad certainly Emmett didn't follow it up. I'm not sure any one of us have seen anything quite like that in the octagon.
Definitely knockout of the year, in my opinion. And it was a very scary moment. In fact, once the knockout happened, I'm jumping up, I'm going crazy. And then I turn back and look and then kind of see him still laying on the ground. And that was a scary moment for me because, I mean, this is how we make money. And at the end of the day, it's them or us. But at the same time, I've been in that position where I've been knocked out and it's, you just want the best for everyone. And, before any of my athletes go out there and perform, I pray that they perform to the best of their abilities and both fighters leave the cage safe and go back happy to their families. Because the last thing you want to see is, what if that was, I'm not going to say like close to death or anything like that, but maybe that was his last fight that he'd be able to have. Like, how is he going to provide for his family? So it was a scary moment, but seeing him get up and still not sure. I mean, maybe it's him that wanted to walk around and stuff, but I felt like they should have just left him down, sit on the stool a little bit longer. But I've been in this situation before as a fighter, and you get caught with something, and all of a sudden you're like, oh, I'm good. But he's probably wasn't good for the whole night and probably the next day, and doesn't remember the whole fight at all, 100%. Really? So it was a scary moment, but again, I hate to say it, but that could have been us on the floor also. So I don't know. I'm glad he's okay, and I've seen the messages that he posted about Josh, being a good guy, and all week he was incredible. He was so nice. In fact, now that Dre's on there, I come out of the training room, and he's talking to Dre. Dre and them fought before, and he's asking if he can pray with Dre, and I was just like, whoa, this guy, he's such a good guy, and you'd hate to see that kind of stuff happen to guys who are very kind, very good guys in the sport. You want it to happen to all the worst guys in the sport, and it doesn't usually happen that way.
Yeah, and frankly, we should be talking about Josh Emmett today, but we're certainly going to be talking about Andre Fili, fresh off a first-round knockout, UFC 296. Great moment after, man. I thought in a weird way you stole the show early. Welcome to Remember the Show. Good to have you, man.
Thank you. Thanks for having me on. Yeah, I appreciate it.
Wanted to talk with both of you guys. So,
yeah,
both of you guys have crazy power. You and Emmett. Like, how is it sparring for you guys? You guys have to do you guys spar hard? Or you guys have to tone everything down 50% type thing?
Yeah, it's fucking terrifying. It's like looking in the face of the Reaper every week, dude. Every week. I mean, he doesn't spar. We don't spar each other every week, but when we're in camp, we got a lot of work together. We do MMA sparring, which I'm a little more happy to do with him, and we also do boxing sparring, which is the fucking worst idea because I can't teep him, I can't kick him, I can't run from him. We're boxing in a phone booth. So yeah, I get a lot of rounds with Josh. He's incredibly controlled and he's an incredible partner. And he's still a terrifying individual, dude. Like you can, there's rounds where you can play and try new stuff and, find your flow and have fun. And dude, when you go with Josh, you got to be on your fucking P's and Q's because he's got great control. He's a great partner. But if he if he touches you with anything, you're gonna feel it. So the guy's just I'm sure you guys know, you trained and stuff and fought. There's just certain guys in the gym where they just have a different feel. Like when they hit you, you feel it. When you wrestle him or clinch with him, he's just fucking hot. He's made of concrete or something. I don't know, man. I try to stay as far away as possible. I give him 5 minutes a week and that's it, dude. That guy's terrifying. He's fucking terrifying. But he's also one of the best guys. He's one of the best people I've ever met, man. Josh is has a great heart, and he's he's like the opposite of me. Like he's super soft spoken, and he's like thoughtful, and I'm like loud and obnoxious, and he's just like strong, silent type. Like man, a few words, but he's kind. He's smart. He's a great training partner, but he's fucking terrifying.
So do you like fighting on the card with like a teammate? Like, were you able to like finally like settle until Josh fought, or was like, all right, wait, hold on, we can't celebrate this until we both win?
Yeah, man, the energy is so good, and especially having the UFC does a great job. They put me and Josh Emmett in the same corner, and they also put Cody Garbrandt in there, and Cody, trained with us for a long time, still consider him a teammate, a friend, and so we were all in the same warm-up room, and it was just like this energy. It was just a great energy. And then as soon as I fought, I did my media, and then I actually snuck back to give Josh and Cody a hug. And I couldn't enjoy it all the way until the boys fought, and they all performed great. Cody and Josh both got their knockouts. And once we had all kind of done our job, then it was like easier to relax and settle in. It's more nerve-wracking watching your friends fight, because no matter where you're at with like whatever, mentally, physically, however camp went, at least when you're the one fighting, you're in control to some degree. When your friends are fighting, all you can do is stand there and yell. You're just so powerless. So I get those butterflies still. I get the feeling in the pit of my stomach when all my friends fight. And I was just super, super happy for the guys. I know Cody, that win was big for Cody, and that win was big for Josh. I think all of us were in a similar position, where we, it's not like we're at I think all three of us really needed those wins, and needed decisive wins, and all kind of got to reintroduce ourselves. Josh had a couple tough fights. He still looked great, but, hasn't got the win in a couple fights. I know Cody's had, a couple tough fights too, and me as well. So it was nice to all kind of collectively go and put on a show. And I was really, really thankful.
Yeah, you're really only as good as your last fight, and when Josh Emmett gets on the mic and he's like, I'm back, like you believe it. Right. The last couple losses are out of your mind. You can be sure in that moment. So congrats. That's really well put. I felt like you all three introduced yourselves. Couldn't say it better, man. So, Bully, yeah.
But we got both you guys here. I know you guys are friends right now, but we're gonna have to turn to enemies because there's a game show we got to do, and one person only can win. So let's go, Cody.
All right, boys, rules of the game. This game show is real simple, just like kind of like Jeopardy, the MMA Jeopardy. This is the only rule. Shout bully for the buzzer. If you know the answer, say bully. Wrong answer, points go to your opponent. Correct answer, obviously, points to you. Most points win. Just say bully if you know the answer. Belal, it's all you.
It's like trivia style.
Yeah, it's like Jeopardy. So we got categories.
Okay.
What do we win?
Young LA,
Great question.
you guys a gift card for today.
Do we win to your fight?
Their stuff is really good. Go on their website, Young LA. Shout out to Young LA. You guys are gonna get a gift card. Dopest clothes you can see. Wait, when you guys put anything on, you'll love it. So today, first one, face match. So these are two fighter faces matched together. You got to tell me which two fighters they are. What's the nickname? Every fighter got a nickname. You got to tell me which is fighter's nickname. Third one. Who is he or she? So these are guy fighters with girl filters. So you got to tell me who the guy fighter is.
Okay.
And then name scramble. These are all fighter names scrambled up.
Okay. Damn, I wish I had Wi-Fi for this. Okay. I came unprepared. Here we go. All right.
That's all right.
Danny, you were here first. So I'll let you pick the first category, but either one of you guys say bully.
Hey, real quick. Cody Merosh, should they hold are you on your phone? Dre, you on your phone? Is that better?
Yeah, I think so. Is that good for you guys?
It works for us. I just figure if you can see the game board, you're in good shape. All right. We lost him.
Wait, we lost him.
My fault.
He's already come up with excuses, Danny. That's what we're getting now.
I got this.
Wi-Fi.
Seriously, he's running. So real quick, while we're waiting for him, I'll tell you a story about Cody Garbrandt. So Danny, you probably recognize my face a little bit. John Anik's my identical twin brother. So I'd never met Cody Garbrandt, right? And this had all sorts of shit happens to me all the time. People, it doesn't matter. I have long hair. Everybody thinks I'm John. It just constantly, right? So Cody Garbrandt before his fights, like walking in the hallway, right? And Heidi Dean is there, works for the UFC. Everybody knows Heidi Dean. And so I see Cody, I shake his hand, and I'm like, hey man, nice to meet you. Right, to Cody Garbrandt. He doesn't know it's me. He probably doesn't know. Right, thinks I'm John. And he looks at me like, what the fuck? What do you mean? Nice to meet you? Like, what are you talking? Cody and my brother know each other well, right? And I'm like, the last thing I want to do, like, throw this dude off. He's about to go fight. Why is John Anik saying nice to meet you? Right. So anyway, he looked at me like, what the fuck are you talking about? So Cody Garbrandt, if you see your boy Cody, just let him know I exist and that you know, I said nice to meet you because it was an honor to meet you.
There's another one out. There's another one out here.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I can only imagine. I mean, trust me, I've cornered Cody for quite some time, and fight week, like he turns into a different animal. Like
right,
he's ready to go. So I can only imagine like what kind of look you got and what kind of attitude you got, because he's intense, man. He out of all the fighters that I've worked with, he's probably the most intense during fight week. Like he's ready to go from the minute we sign. The minute he signs papers, he's ready to go. He's ready to go.
I love it.
Am I back?
You're back.
Yeah,
We
my
thought you
fault.
were
Okay,
right for a
here we go. Got
I
you.
led you astray.
second. You're
It's all
on
right.
that category.
All right, I'm gonna go nickname for 300.
Nickname 300. Mike Perry.
Bully.
Dre.
Platinum.
Ooh,
Easy game. Easy game.
that was a good. That was a layup. I'm trying to see where you guys are with your trivia. All right, now you pick Dre. Keeps.
My pick.
Yeah.
Let's go. Nickname 400.
Nickname 400. Tiffany.
Bully.
Danny.
Danny.
Close.
Dirty Bird.
Woo-hoo-hoo. Okay. This is, all right.
I fought and I would know his nickname.
You're up, Danny.
Let's go nicknames for 200.
Burn this category. Michael Johnson.
Bully.
Danny.
I fought this guy too. I can't believe I'm drawing a blank right now.
Right? That's tough. I'm drawing a blank.
I
if
got
I'm gonna be
you.
on.
3, 2, 1. You know the answer, Dre?
Is it the Menace?
You got it.
Yeah.
Woo! This one's gonna be tight. I can just feel it. You're up, Dre.
Yep, I agree.
Let's just finish up nicknames for 100.
Junior Dos Santos.
Bully.
Dre.
Cigano.
Got it.
What it means the gypsy, right?
Yeah.
Oh, look at you. The translation too. Any bonus points for the translation?
Porra bicha, beleza.
Atta boy.
You're up, Dre.
Okay. Name scramble for 400.
Name scramble 400. Okay.
Good one, Belal. Who scrambled these? Pretty good.
I did. I was like, all right.
Oh no, it's not good. I thought it was good.
Really?
Oh, I
Not
got
a-
it.
well,
Bully.
no.
Bully.
Yeah, there
Bully.
you go.
Danny.
Song Yadong.
Oh,
more scramble
come
than it was.
on, dude.
Let's
Come
go.
on.
That
I
was
was
big.
like, what the fuck is that, dude?
Oh, he took off his sweater.
Right?
Hold on a minute, dude.
Let's get real.
Let's go face mash 100.
Face smash 100. So this is 2 fighter faces.
Bully.
Bully.
Dre.
Josh Emmett, Uriah Faber.
Let's go.
Josh
like
Faber.
Josh Finn.
You're up, Dre.
I'll go name scramble 300.
300. Here we go.
Bobby Green. Sorry, Bully, Bobby Green.
Dre. Nice. Ooh, this one's tight.
Yep.
The lead keeps changing. You're up, Dre.
Name scramble 200.
200.
Bully, Uriah Faber.
Boom.
Wow.
He's
A
rolling.
couple of free throws
thought-
for you boys with this
I
alpha
thought
male.
there was a J in there. But I think that's just Uriah Hall. All right.
Correct.
We go. Let's go. Face smash 200. Face smash 200.
Bully,
Bully. Oh,
Danny.
Figgy, and Cody.
Let's go. Oh, that looks like a freaking bad guy.
yeah, that's a scary dude right there. Scary dude.
You're up, Danny.
Let's go. He, she, 100.
So this is just a guy fighter with a girl filter.
Bully.
Oh, dude. I mean, literally the same. We gotta wipe it away.
Danny.
Ty, I'll go with Danny.
Oh, he's giving it to coach.
Ferguson.
Let's go. Dang,
Tuck
this is a
that
tight game.
hair behind that cauliflower ear. That's nice.
Let's
You're
go.
up, Danny.
Ash 300.
Face mask 300.
It's Gilbert Burns and somebody. No, I don't know who the hell that is, dude.
I'm not gonna say it because if I lose,
Have confidence. Come on.
All you players.
okay, I got a bully.
Danny.
Gilbert Burns, Magdalena.
You got it, Jake.
Correct.
Let's go.
Fighting in Miami. Ooh, I like this, bully. He's
That
fired
was
up.
huge.
See, that's what I'm looking for.
New lead change.
Let's go. He, she, 300.
This is big.
Bully.
Bully.
Drake.
Brock Lesnar.
Dude. Oh, man.
Yeah, bully, you called it, man. Tight one. Tight
This
one.
is a tight one right here. You're up.
We'll go he, she 400.
Ishii 400. Woo.
Bro. Oh.
This is a big one.
Good. That's great. That is great.
That's a Brazilian for sure.
You guys want a hint?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not Brazil. I'll say Spain.
Bully.
Great.
It's the dude who fought Josh. It's the feather Ilya Taporia.
Whoa. There we go.
Oh no, it's an Alex Pajeda.
Oh,
Dude.
crap. No, you're wrong.
I was about to say, like,
That got me confused. Sorry.
well, yeah, right. I was about to say not Brazilian. I'm like, what am I missing?
I
Yeah,
thought
you
that was
said not
Florida
Brazilian.
for you. I confused
Well,
myself.
We scratched that one or what?
Yeah,
No
we got
points.
yeah.
Wait.
That's my bad.
Rules
I was
are rules,
confused.
man. You
I was
lost.
confused.
I was led astray.
That was tight. Sorry. Drake,
Hey, how about so since instead of giving you the points, why don't I give you the next pick? How about
all
that?
right, we'll give it a pick.
No, I'll take the points. You take
Nah.
the points.
I knew he was
Take the points all day.
Nah, we'll get next pick.
Let's go. Name scramble 100.
Name scramble 100. Whew.
Jim Miller. Sorry, bully Jim Miller.
Great, got it. Dang, this is a tight one right here. We got 2 questions left, guys. These are big.
Even though I'm winning, but I guess
Let's go. Yeah, let's go for it. Let's go face mash 400.
Oh.
Bully.
Dre.
Oh fuck! It's Sean Strickland and
3.
Duplessis.
Oh!
See, gives it to him.
bully.
That's
Girl, that's your girl, bully.
Danny.
That's
Leon.
Belal's prom date.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh man.
Well,
Hey,
Castillo might have got hosed, but that was fun.
No, for sure, I did get hosed. Like I should have won no matter what.
Even
Well,
if
right,
even if you had 400 extra points, it'd be a tie right now. You still wouldn't have won. At best, it'd be a draw for you.
What's
that means we need.
what's the tiebreaker? You have no tiebreaker? Just never
There's no
happened.
tiebreaker. I'm up by 400 points.
He had a tiebreaker, but it's up to Dre if he wants to allow a tiebreaker. But
Listen. I'll take my win, and then as a good sport, we'll just play out the tiebreaker for fun to see what would have happened if I didn't win, which I did.
But you didn't.
I did.
Wrong answer gives me the points.
Unless the judge, unless the host
general.
misleads me.
I like the heat though. Jamal Hill's still pissed at me a little bit from episode 100.
Yeah, we literally got Jamal FaceTime me right after the show, just going nuts, saying we cheated him. But
I'm gonna hear about this for the next 2 months from Danny. Every fucking
Right, you're sparring with Emmett
for
weekly.
sure.
Yeah.
all right, this would be the tiebreaker.
Okay.
The tie-breaking question, if it was a tie, would be how many letters are in Khabib's last name?
Whatever. Bully. 11.
Danny,
I'm going 9.
I think that might be the answer, actually.
the correct answer, and your winner, and still winner, Andre Fili, there's 12, so he's closer.
All right, boys, real quick before we get you out of here.
Truth shall set you free.
So calendar about to
I
turn
don't lie.
2024. If you look at like the fights that are scheduled next year, not even main events, co-main events, there's so many unbelievable fights on paper. So I'm gonna go make one bold prediction. My boy Bully B gonna be strapped up in 2024. Belal, and I'll get one prediction from each of these guys going out. Bully, start with you. Give me one prediction. 2024. Besides yourself being champ, give me something.
Besides myself being champ, I'm going to give it to, I think, Jamal Hill comes back and wins the belt and beats Pereira.
You guys can think. Whenever one of you's ready, fire away.
You go ahead, Danny.
I'm going to say Song Yadong, champ for the.
Ooh.
I like
I
it.
was sitting next to Uriah Faber at the fight. I was like, talking to him about it.
Let me scratch that. Maybe Jan. Shall not.
Yeah, dude. Young could be champ soon.
Shall none.
Oh, shit, Yan Shanhan. Okay, yeah, for sure.
Love the loyalty.
Yeah.
Andre?
I'm just gonna manifest. I'm just gonna say that I go 3-0 this year at least. I'm gonna say I go undefeated this year.
I love
Let's
it.
go.
I love it.
Appreciate
Well,
both
boys,
you guys, man. Thank you
yes.
guys for coming on. I hope you guys liked it, man. We gotta have you guys back on.
Yeah, dude, loved it. Thanks for having me, brother.
Thank you, brothers.
Good to meet you, boys. Thank you.
Had
Appreciate
a
it.
great time, you guys. Keep
Thank
it
you,
up.
bro.
Good luck to you, man. You deserve that shot.
Appreciate you, brother. Seriously, it means a lot.
Take care.
How we going, bro?
You're getting the shot. You're not making a walk until the fight kits in the building with the black and gold. Like I know dude's jacked after the fight, but give me that fucking black and gold. Put it on my boy. I tell you what, man, like I feel like you and I were like real fired up. Some of the text exchanges, like I feel like I've been quite immature over the last couple of days, right? So Belal pushes out a tweet of a chicken. Right. He pushes out a tweet of a chicken, just an image of a chicken, like Leon as a chicken. Right. And I'm so fired up. You know what I mean? I'm like, what's going on right now? I like text him on the side. I'm like, what's up with the chicken? He's like, he leaves me a voice message back. Like, yeah, bro, just, I'm like, yeah, no, I do it.
I was like, man, if people were commenting on it saying it's something else, like, I was like, man, what could it be like portrayed as something else? I was like, what are you talking about? It was just a chicken.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know, man. I don't know what to say, but I've just been pretty fired up. And, but the more I think about it, it's like with Leon, we just got to, you used to have on your phone when you would open it up, it would say discipline. And now it says patience when you open your phone, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Right. So I feel like you almost do need to have patience. I guess from your standpoint, it's like, I feel like it's just going to happen, right? There's no one else. Like, anyone want to come at me with Shavkat Rakhmonov? Like, not yet. Okay. Not yet. Not yet. Ask him, ask anyone. And even Sanko's pretty tight with him, right? She preached about you too. I mean, everyone who knows. Dana knows too. Yeah. Christian Jeffrey, shout out Belal next. 100%.
Appreciate you guys. Yeah, no, I think the world's starting to come around and starting to realize it. And for me, it's like people will say whatever they want to say, but like if you don't respect the work that I put in, you don't respect the resume that I put out there, it's like you're truly just a hater. There's nothing else that needs to be done. There's nothing else people could say. People will cry like, "Oh, what are you gonna do? Wrestle him?" I was like, I haven't wrestled my last 2 fights. I haven't shot a takedown on my last 2 opponents. And like I said, Sean Brady was a better version of Colby Covington, and I walked through him. And Leon Edwards couldn't walk through him like that. And Gilbert Burns, I fought Gilbert Burns on 3 weeks' notice. People will say whatever they want to say, but I went into that fight injured. I went into that fight short notice. And the last time I had a full camp, I finished Sean Brady. Give me a full camp and I'm finishing Gilbert Burns. Give me a full camp and I'm finishing Leon Edwards. And I'm going to be the next champion no matter what people say.
100%. It is amazing. You heard Fili talking earlier about certain guys. You feel them in the gym. Everybody talk, what it's like to feel Sean Brady, right? Paul Felder, Sean Brady, like the strongest guy I've ever felt. Well, my boy knocked him the fuck out. He wanted out of there against my boy. It's unbelievable, the just selective memories of people. And ultimately, like, it's a professional sport, right? So until you're working for a promoter, are you CM Punk? Like you work at, the AEW, like until we're doing that, you got to get your hand raised. And anyone who wants to talk about decisions, ain't no splits. You know what I mean? It's like these fights are dominant without question. Raise the hand before it's announced.
And I tell people, I'm like, bro, me beating these guys unanimously, it just tells you that I'm better than them at martial arts. I'm better than them at fighting. Like anybody can go out there, get knocked out in the first round. Cody Garbrandt, quick knockout. Josh Emmett, quick knockout. And you can say next time you fight, it won't be the same thing. But me beating you in every aspect of martial arts. I beat you in striking. I beat you in grappling. I beat you in wrestling. I beat you in all these aspects to win a unanimous decision. And I've dominated every single one of these guys. And every single one of these guys have a different style. I've beaten Wonder Boy in a certain way. I had to beat Maya in a certain way. I had to beat Gilbert in a certain way. I had to switch up my style for every single one of these guys. And that should just show you how good I am. And people just don't understand that. They don't see that. But the people that matter, the coaches that I get respect from, that I literally get so many messages from guys whenever I see coaches, my peers, those are the ones that matter because they understand how hard it is. And especially in the sport, to get a 10-fight winning streak, it's so hard because anything can happen in a fight. You could have the best camp of your life. You go out there, all it takes is one punch, you get knocked out or you lose. And that's how quick it's over with. For me to
100%.
build up a record like this against the best guys in the world, there's nobody that's honestly done that before. Like you've had guys that were on long streaks, but they haven't been on streaks of beating the best guys in every division like this.
And think about the way you've built yourself up after that eye poke. Your emotion that night after the eye poke could have been twofold, threefold. Certainly one emotion is you believed you were going to win that fight regardless of what, that first round was. And also too, knowing how Leon was number 3 in the world at that time and knowing how difficult it is to sort of get these opportunities. You know what I mean? And then you win 5 straight since then against name.
Yeah. People just don't realize that. Like before that fight, I was on a 4-fight winning streak. Before that fight, I was 8-1 at that point.
Right.
Out of my last 9 fights, and literally I've lost 1 fight in the last 7 years. So like to get that point, I haven't got a ranked fighter, and then they call me in that fight 3 weeks notice, and it's my first ranked fighter, and it's the first main event that I've had. And people are like, "Oh, you were crying, yada." I wasn't crying because I was hurt. I was crying because, like I said, I've been dying for that opportunity. I wanted the opportunity so bad, and to know that it was taken from me in that type of way, what broke me and shattered me, because I want this more than everything. I want to be the champ more than, like, as bad as you want to breathe, right? That's the quote. And that's literally what I want. Like, I don't sit there and I don't, go party. I don't do this. I love to train. I love to be in the gym. And if you know me, you're not going to hang out with me unless you're working out. You're not going to hang out with me unless we're talking about fighting or we're watching fights. Like, I'm not doing nothing else besides this. Like, I live, eat, breathe this sport. That's all I do. And I'm here now. I got to this point, but with hard work and dedication, and you could say what you want about me. You don't like my personality. You don't like this. You don't like that. But my work ethic, there's nothing. It's unmatched. There's nobody that's on my level with that. My heart's unmatched. My will is unmatched, and I'm gonna win this title whether you like it or not.
I love it. And in terms of the personality, find me someone that's met you.
Exactly.
Is like
I
personality.
tell people that. I'm like, people are like, man, you like to. I hate reading comments. I'm like, bro, none of these people ever met me. And if you meet me in real life, I've had a person meet me be like, man, I don't like this guy. This guy's weird.
100%. So let me ask you a question that's sort of off this, because we're going to be talking about this, I think, for many weeks. But so let's say you weren't in the picture and you were just an analyst, like Leon Edwards, because we know he takes time off. When would you expect, just in normal circumstances, he would defend, right? Because it's not out of the realm that this guy won't fight till International Fight Week in a normal situation, right? I know that's a long ways away, but his timeline is never short. So if you had to guess, regardless of you, when do you think the soonest this guy fights?
I mean, his team was talking yesterday saying that they're looking at UFC 300.
Okay.
I mean, that's April. So I'm hoping that could be it. I could see the UFC wanting to put him on their card with the title fights that are coming up. Sean O'Malley's fighting soon. Strickland's fighting soon. The women's title is fighting soon. So all these people are going to be fighting early next year. So they're going to need a title fight for that card. That one makes sense. I don't know if John Jones will be back by then, but I could see them filling up that card also with a lot of title fights. So I'm sure he didn't take no injuries, no damage in this fight. But like you said, you never know with this guy because he takes forever to fight. But here's the hoping. Like, that would be a huge fight on. But I don't even mind it fighting in London. I don't care about going to your territory fighting you there. So.
Exactly. Feed me. Yeah. And anyone who saw the Anik and Florian podcast this week, John was talking about that date and obviously the Ramadan implication. So if you have to do your whole training camp during Ramadan, guess what? Bilal Muhammad going to do his whole training camp during Ramadan. Going to go to London.
I'll do whatever you want. Just give me the title fight.
Exactly. You don't want him to hydrate after cutting weight. Still going to squeeze you.
Let's go.
Anyway, we'll be back. Man, we probably won't be back now. I don't know if we'll be back next Thursday, holiday week. I got a couple kids running around. But anyway, man, congratulations on weighing in as the backup, 169.5. And dude, taking one step further toward where we know you're going and dealing with all the noise. I'm glad you got the respect this week. Anything else from you before we get out of here?
No, I appreciate you guys, man. Appreciate all the fans literally that have been riding with me, even the fighters and the coaches that are sitting there spitting my name out. It literally means the world to me. And I appreciate all you guys. And we're going to be champion.
Can't wait.
Matter of time.
Can't wait. Andre Fili, Danny Castillo, we appreciate you guys. Cody Merrow at the helm. As always, my name is Jason Anik for the #1 UFC welterweight contender, future champ. That's my boy, Belal. Remember the name Muhammad. That's episode 121. Remember the show. We'll see you next Thursday, if not later. Peace.
Let's go.